Lauderdale, Florida. This is NAB Show Live.
Ryan Salazar here with another edition of NAB Show Live and Broadcast Beat's pre-NAB Show videos. We've got a special guest, Eric Openshaw with Pebble Beach Systems. How you doing, sir?
Very well, thanks. How are you, Ryan?
Doing well. So the Playout world, the Playout industry, and that's what you guys you specialize in. Think about like 30 years ago, you know, Playout was over tape-based systems. They have all this automation and 1-inch tapes and whatnot at, you know, large networks like ABC and Fox and whatever. Talk about that older technology, and then we'll talk about how it's changed.
Sure. So it has seen a tremendous amount of change over the last 20, 30 years. Obviously, back then, it was all very much tape-based and manually driven. And what we saw coming through the early 90s was the development of software systems that would start to automate control of those tape systems. The evolution after that was the introduction of video servers for spot playback. So the classic workflow at that point in time was to play programs off tape and then use the video servers primarily for playing commercials and interstitials. That software piece and the development of the video servers continued to evolve to where we got to in the early 2000s, where it was very much a prevalence of file-based workflows, but still controlling baseband video equipment, video servers, master control switches, graphics engines, and so on. The next step beyond that was the introduction of integrated channel technology or channel in a box, where a lot of those functions that were traditionally based on hardware platforms were condensed and implemented in software on much lower footprint solutions that were still controlled by automation, but started to develop in a much more software-oriented products rather than their hardware predecessors. So that's kind of where we got to 3-4 years ago. As the channel in a box, the benefits to the broadcasters and the networks and the MVPDs really became prevalent as far as reduced rack footprint, cooling power, and so on. And we now find ourselves at another crossroads in technology whereby there's a lot of development being done with IP video, which is really a question of huge infrastructure overhauls for a lot of these facilities. And then overlaying with that, the possibility of doing Playout, doing master control from within a fully virtualized environment.
Excellent. So, you know, what's cool is, you know, all these different technologies. You hear about a TV station literally on one little, you know, I've heard of it on a Mac Mini, for example, channel in a box. You know, you guys have some really cool enterprise solutions. I'm looking at your site right now. You know, I see Marina Light, Dolphin, and Stingray. Pretty much all of them have to do with Playout, or at least controlling some aspect of Playout. You know, and we were talking just a few minutes ago, and we talked about, you know, think about when you had cable TV like 15, 20 years ago, and I guess that still happens these days, where they've got a city, like the city hall has a channel, and there's video playing out, and you've got graphics playing on there. I think your Dolphin system does compositing, so the video, it will do the compositing and then overlay it over the Playout station, right?
That's correct. So it is video playback, it is live switching, it is graphics compositing, it is vanc insertion, it is captions, it is DVEs, the whole presentation piece. The idea for most of the facilities that are using this type of technology is what comes out of that box is your finished product effectively, and then what happens downstream is normally in the realm of compression and distribution.
Now, as far as I assume it's SDI out, is that right?
So the Dolphin and Stingray products are based around SDI I/O, but they do have IP capabilities as well. And that provides a natural migration into an IP in a virtualized world. And the next generation of products, what we're seeing is they are exclusively IP.
Very cool. Now, so how does this stuff play in with, say, storage? I don't know if you guys provide storage or anything, but I assume you integrate with storage systems. So let's think of, you know, a major broadcaster that has Playout, but they need, like, say, hundreds of hours of footage. How does that come into play?
So one of the interesting things that has happened is the IT world and the broadcast world have converged, is that, you know, there was and there still are specialized broadcast-based storage products, but what we're seeing more and more is commodity off-the-shelf storage being used in broadcast environments. So the hardware-based solutions we have are all using off-the-shelf hardware. It's standard IT technology, standard off-the-shelf SAS disks. And when we integrate with network-based storage, that could be a specialized broadcast storage, but it could equally well be an off-the-shelf NAS or a SAN or any type of white box storage. We have a number of interfaces for integrating with standard storage products. So it's becoming a much more open integration market, if you will.
Eric, if you could tell us about Orca, that'd be great.
Sure. Orca is our latest product offering that is an evolution of the integrated channel technology that we have had in the market for a number of years. And it has basically removed all dependencies on video hardware. It is a completely virtualized product, IP stream in, IP stream out, but it offers all the same functions that we have traditionally had in the baseband product Dolphin. So it's a very rich product, and we will be launching it at NAB 2016. So we're very excited about that.
All right, that was Eric Openshaw, General Manager at Pebble Beach Systems. Eric, before you go, if you could share your booth number with us, that would be awesome.
Absolutely. We'll be in the North Hall on booth 5323.